Hey everyone, this is Shamant from the Mobile User Acquisition Show, the YouTube video series and the podcast that offers strategies, tips, and pointers on running your mobile user acquisition in a capital efficient manner. I'm also the founder and CEO of the growth consulting firm Rocketship HQ, and we help you execute many of the strategies and go much, much deeper on your mobile user acquisition. So feel free to reach out to me if you'd like to engage us. In today's video, I'm presenting something that we are very, very excited about. It's what all the cool kids are doing, TikTok. If you haven't downloaded it, you should. It's so much fun. You should absolutely play around with it. And it's not just all the cool kids who are using it to express themselves, but some of the savviest marketers we know are using TikTok just as well and are unlocking a ton of performance. Why is that? Well, if you look here, the CPMs in the United States are $2. It's a fraction of what some of the higher value audiences in Facebook can be. And really, this is an opportunity that's much, much like the earlier days of Snapchat, the earlier days of Instagram, and this is the time to capitalize on TikTok, right? So, in this video, I'm going to take you through the 101 and show you how to do the basic setup of a TikTok campaign. We will cover more advanced stuff in upcoming videos and podcast audios. Let's get started. Cool. Now, this is your main campaign dashboard, at least as of today. To get started, to start a new campaign, you basically hit create, and let's start over. Okay. So we were setting something up. This is straightforward. You want to set up app install. If you're setting up an app install campaign, we'd like to use a more meaningful iOS US 0302. That's the date for today. Continue. iOS US 0302. Okay, cool. Now, placement types, really you can pick either, but you should know that TikTok is the only one that's in the United States right now. This is in Japan. These two are in India. It's also in Japan. So really, it shouldn't matter as much. The app, right? So if you have not run TikTok before, you will want to set this up. You do need an MMP for this purpose. Again, if you're running mobile app install ads, hopefully you know about that. You know how to set up an MMP. Hopefully you do have an MMP already installed. Right. So assuming you're just getting started, you basically hit create new app. I'm gonna set up a placeholder here. Here we go. Where were we? Yeah, cool. I'm going to do this, headspace. Again, this is just for the purpose of illustration. Hit next. Pick your MMP. I'm going to use this because that's what I have open right now, not an endorsement. I mean, I like them, but not explicitly endorsing them or anything else. New tracker. You say test TikTok. And let's do TikTok. Yes, here we go. Basically, let's customize this to some extent, to the extent that we can. Yeah, and basically hit create. Here we go. This is your click URL. This is your impression URL. You basically take this and plug this in here. Right? You plug in the impression tracking URL here. You hit confirm. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go through this because this would set up Headspace with like the wrong tracker. But you get the idea of how you need to do this, right? Once you have this set up, you will see an app set up here, and really, because this is already set up, you should see the app in your drop down. You set up a profile image. The ad category, this is important primarily because the platform is still in a relatively early stage, so you want to give it as much information as possible about the app itself or the game itself. So in this case, I picked strategy tags. Again, I want, we recommend using as much of this as possible. Think about this as iTunes keywords, or helpful in getting the algorithm to categorize where your uh, game lies, where your app lies. I'm just putting in placeholders for now, but you should enter all of this. Users can comment on your TikTok video. Yes, you should enable this because this enables social proof. Automated creative optimization. This is somewhat similar to Google UAC. We honestly, I think you should test this for yourself. This is basically the algorithm combining the different elements, images, videos, add text, and basically automatically combining them into a single creative. You should test this because, well, the algorithm's still not super sophisticated to optimize for downstream events. So your performance may vary. You should, again, I think your mileage may vary. Just something you should know. It's an option you should absolutely keep in mind. Right? Audience. Again, the fact that TikTok's coming on the horizon a couple of years after Facebook is basically means they are basically coming out of the gate with lookalikes, and you can set up lookalikes of your best audiences and really be up and running. Location, again, you can use the United States because this is for the United States. Again, in this case, I would highly recommend using manual targeting to the extent possible. If you feel like you're gender skewed or age skewed, use it. Uh, Same thing with interest category. You want to give the algo as much guidance as possible, just because again, it's relatively early on, right? So yeah, so let's do this. In this case, let's use combat for want of a better phrasing. Daily budget. I'm going to use $40 for now, and run install. Yes. So you want to put your install bids. Right, I put this up. The impression tracking URL, same as before. Then you hit next. Creative, fairly straightforward. You can add from your computer. Creators for TikTok is a whole new topic, whole different topic. We will cover that in a different video. For now, just because we're covering the basic setup, let's run with this. Right. Cool. Here we go. Creative's done. Text, download this game. Again, please be more imaginative than this. Call to action, you can pick from these, right? And basically, you hit submit. And obviously, you should have multiple creators in here. We will cover creative strategy in a subsequent video. All right, let's hit submit. Let's rock and roll. Great. And if you've gone past this, you should have your first campaign up and running, and you should be ready to rock and roll, right? That was the basic TikTok 101 setup. We hope this was helpful and instructive. Keep a lookout for more advanced TikTok videos. And if you'd like more tips, pointers, and strategies from the leading edge of mobile user acquisition, hit subscribe right here, or just email me, Shamant at rocketshiphq.com for any questions. All right.